Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So tonight, over to Aldi for their Hop Foundry Ankle Tap lager brewed in partnership with Freedom Brewery. They're doing a lot of stuff for Freedom Brewery. Freedom Brewery is a good brewery, to be fair. So they've done a recent lager collaboration with Castle Rock Brewery in Nottingham. So 4% this is. Lovely brewed with just 4 ingredients and using and what? And long matured for a fuller flavour, light, crisp and refreshing. So we'll pour it out, we'll see what the crack is, see how the cookie crumbles, that sort of thing. And I go from there. So what we're getting is a crystal clear, golden looking pour, good carbonation coming from the bottom. There's a white head on her, good old inch of white head. You can't beat an inch of white head. Um, yeah, standard lager malt nose on this. It is a lager, by the way, so it's not saying it's a craft lager, although it's in a can. So lager in cans, generally kind of classify themselves as craft lagers, but not all lagers in cans. Lagers, well, one-off lagers in cans. Lagers like your blooming Peronis, your Corona, and all them that come in cans. Just premium lagers. Um, Obviously, Freedom Brewery out of Stone, doing a lot of collaborations with Aldi at the moment. So I'm pleased for Freedom Brewery. I hope they're getting a good bit of money from this, and certainly enough money to keep going. Yeah, let's have a smell. So yeah, standard lager malt. Let's get in there. It's lager. There's a malty taste to it. Um, there's a slight pepperiness in there as well. And I've got to say, if this is where Aldi's going, collaborating with good breweries that are putting their name on the can. I mean, we had that thing where, like, the Twice as Nice and the Plum Porter, and I mean, it's still got the fake Hop Foundry name, which is a lot of absolute bollocks, but you know, we all know that anyway, and we're not daft enough to think there's an actual brewery called Hop Foundry. It's just a name that Aldi use for their brand. A bit like your taste difference from Sainsbury's and your Tesco's Finest at one stage. They got rid of that brand, funnily enough. Well, their ginger beer was absolutely stunning. So, yeah, sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes brands can be bloody woeful. Um, And the really funny thing is with the beer review channel, I'm tending now that there's a firm split between doing beer reviews in the pub, what I call cask beer reviews, or keg beer reviews, which are literally a minute long, all about the beer, to the beer reviews at home, and there's a massive split now, and I'm liking what I'm doing. Not everybody watches every review. Simple as that. Um, but it gives those who like my short reviews a chance, and those who like longer reviews a chance. And not everybody watches every review anyway. You've got 3,650 subscribers. I don't get 3,650 views on every single bloody video. I wish I did. Yeah. And how many of those subscribers are bots? You've got to wonder, in the grand scheme of things, how many are bots? And I know this um, from having websites and that, and having something like 1 million members, and that sounds amazing until you realise that there's literally 5% actually talk, and the rest are just well, who knows. And it's the same a lot of the time with these subscribers on YouTube and across social media. How many are bots, or how many are being a member of yours to you know for other reasons, not just pure reasons. Um, I see it on Instagram all the time, and it's illuminating. You see, someone's followed you, and you click on just for the into curiosity, and it says DM me for photos, and I'm like, the fuck? Yeah, fucking DMing you, tell me weirdos. So yeah, definitely getting the spice, peppery spiciness off this. I've got the worst itches. I suffer with hay fever, but I'm not getting no hay fever at the moment. But what I am getting is prickly heat, and I have to get antihistamines to control the prickly heat. I have done for donkey's years now, 20 years, and yeah, ever since we went to Fuerteventura back in. God, it was a long time ago. Way over 20 years. Yeah. And I just think that this year it's been 10 years since we've been to Disney in Orlando. And we just hadn't had the money, you know. Um, the amount we spent on this wedding this year would have been easily enough to go to Orlando. And I think in a year that's coming soon, maybe next year, if we're lucky. Um, Although I'd rather the exchange rate changed a bit beforehand, but to go back and do a fortnight over in Orlando would be absolutely amazing, and it's certainly at the absolute top of my wish list to go back to the theme parks and to enjoy the best place in the world. Uh, it is for me. As much as I love beer reviews, I love theme parks more. And in the 2 weeks, only the last time I went did I actually do any drinking. The 3 other times we went to Orlando, I hardly drank at all, and it didn't bother me. You know, it was more so the experience of going there and doing the theme parks and that. I'm not a beach person. I don't like sitting on bloody beaches. It's boring as hell. Sitting by a pool with your tits out. No one wants to see my tits out. Even I don't. And these people that do, sitting there all day long. Oh, cancer. Oh, sun cancer. Give it to me, baby. Come on, come on. And yeah. Strange world. Obviously, everyone does what they do. I'm only jesting. And some people take what I say too literally at times. There's the odd person on YouTube vocally been watching the old channel a bit and commenting. And yeah. And it's funny how something you say purely in jest is absolutely taken the wrong way and ribbed against you, and it's sad. It's sad that way. Although I suppose someone's got to be a target for people, but hey ho, is what it is. Um, I'll carry on doing what I'm doing and try not to upset people. But and watching me over my shoulder or what's happening in the background, I suppose. But yeah, as far as this lager goes, it's a nice lager, you know. Is it going to beat your standard lagers? Now, there's the thing. It's a nice enough lager as it is. And the pepperiness really sells it for me. I'm liking that pepperiness to the taste. Gives it that craft lager edge. Is it going to sell itself against your Peronis and whatnot and wherefore? That's the interesting thing. It's possibly only going to be a one-off anyway. But you never know. You never know in the world of beer. But for me, yeah, against other lagers, good 4.4 out of 5. You know, and again, Aldi, it's much better than that Boa lager that I had last week, earlier this week or last week. It's a much better lager. It's tasting spot on compared to that rubbish. So there you go. And that's it for this review. It is what it is. Cheers all.